So this is the main entrance of Nehru Zoological Park. So friends, finally we have reached the Zoological Park, and this is the entrance, and then we are going for the ticket counter to take the ticket. And now we are waiting for our turn to get the tickets. So there are around 8 to 10 ticket counters, and it's a two different price over the weekends and the weekdays. It's for adult it is 80, and for the kids it is 55 rupees, and it's just 10 rupees less over the weekdays. And now everything is digitized, so we are getting this scanner tickets over the message itself. So friends, we have got our tickets and then we have started. Woo! So inside the park we have toy trains, battery operated vehicle, and the safari as well. The prices I'll show you upcoming. You can see the prices over the weekends as well as the weekdays, and it looks good. It was very soothing, greenery all around, and it was very clean and well maintained. My supermodel is posing. Then we reached this fish world basically, and they had a separate charge of rupees 10 for each adult and kids. And outside even a small pond was created, and inside they had an aquarium with the different varieties of fishes. It looks very beautiful, though it was very small, but uh, it had a good variety of fishes there. And see, as you can see, all the sprinklers are watering the plants, and it was very well maintained. Okay, then we reached to the first one that we saw was a tortoise. It was a very adult and giant tortoise, you can see. Okay, and then we saw a variety of monkeys. So it's like a lion-tailed macaw, which actually means it looks like a lion, but it's a monkey. So my both monkeys were actually enjoying seeing all the different varieties of monkeys there. And then Adya started teasing them and calling them. Then we saw this variety of monkey, a species of monkey which is having a buttock as a pink one, that is called a baboon. And he was very angry, it seems. He kept running from one place to another, seeing the crowd. And then we found a small pond, a lot of flowers and lotus was there. Then we saw these beautiful birds, not sure from where they just fly down. The off park staff have put in some fishes there, so they were eating that fishes, and from that running water they were drinking water as well. Some other birds also came in. They looked a bit like an albatross and a flamingo, a pinkish touch that looked very beautiful on them. Then we moved towards the butterfly park. So these are my monkeys actually hanging like a monkey. So we saw a variety of monkeys, and then we moved to the butterfly park, and we actually have to climb up a lot of stairs. It was a bit tiring. We kept on walking and walking. So it's like a not exactly like a butterfly park because it was very wide open. So we didn't see much butterflies there. Maybe that was some other place. And then we moved here and we saw this white tiger as well. He was resting there. Here you can see the tiger is swimming in the water and he was actually roaring. And then the other one was roaming here and there, and Adya wanted to give him a stick to eat. Then we saw this wolf. Then the another tiger resting over the shed. And then we saw this hyena, which was lazy and sleeping and lying. Then later on he woke up. And then these are the wild dogs that we saw. And then we saw this Hanumanji temple also inside the park, and we went inside. Bus. Then we saw these white and blue-green peacock. The male and female peacock and peahens are kept in the same cage, and it looked really very beautiful, the white peacock feathers as well as the green one. Then we saw some hens and cock, and then these birds. They looked like a pigeon, but actually their legs were like a duck. Then this one laid 2 eggs, and Adya wanted to make an omelette from them. You can see like the legs were so wide. It looked like they have put on slippers. Then we saw some deers. As you can see, these deers are running, and it's like a very open land they have kept in for deer. They are not in cage. It looked good. They had a lot of deers there. Then we saw these elephants there. So they had 3 giant elephants, and the moment we reached there, so they had their lunch, and then they were going to their shed. So we couldn't see it from very near. And then we went on the safari. Then we headed to take the safari bus, and they had a separate ticket for the kids and adult, as well as they had 2 different type of buses like AC and non-AC. For non-AC they charged rupees 80 for adult and 45 for kids, and for AC they charged 120 for both adult and kids. So we actually have taken the non-AC one because the AC was we had to wait more 20 minutes or 30 minutes. So we took the non-AC one, and you can see the digitized tickets available there. So we just got that scanned, and then we moved into the safari bus. So this was water filling RO counter. You just need to scan the code, and you need to pay, and then you can fill up the water. Then we saw this cloud, which was actually like a shivling. It looked like a Adi Yogi shivling of. So this was the safari entrance, and then we headed over the bus. Then this was our van driver, and there were multiple gates inside because there were many animals that were kept open, so they cannot mess up the things because they were in deers in open, the nilgai and all that. So they had a separate gates, but in an open space the animals were kept. So the first thing that we saw was the lion, a big lion. One of them was inside the cage, which was actually not clear here. Might be you can see a bit. And then we saw one of them lying on the road. Also, they have created a path. I mean, the roads were very good. It's a cemented one that was made for the safari travel. You can see the lion, very furious and furious, thinking to attack us. Then you can see Adya is also enjoying. Then we saw this white tiger roaming around. And then we moved ahead. It actually looked like a very deserted land, and maybe the lions and tigers would be getting a feel of the real forest. Then we saw some nilgai there. Then we saw one bear. He was resting inside the cage. He couldn't come to meet us. Somehow I was able to zoom it and see. And then we saw some wild buffaloes. So then the safari bus dropped us at that location, and then we took a toy train from there. And they had a track inside the park, but Adya was not in a mood to say or smile, and she was very tired. And all the fountains and the lawn, they looked very beautiful. And it was a weekend, so the crowd started building up. Then we came inside this natural history museum. So it was about a history of how this zoological park started, who all came for this inauguration, and how it has developed over time. And also they had other things like all the extinct animals, and few of the parts and the body parts and things were preserved. You can see this one as a flying lizard, which we don't see these days. And there were lot and other species and animals that were kept preserved in a solution. So there were few kittens, and you can see the bear cub. So these cubs were there. Also this panther cub was there. You can see octopus, this jungle cat kittens, and lot more. So all this picture depicted the evolution and this development of the park over the time. And this was the what we say is the biodiversity which they depicted. So you can see the elephant, the buffaloes, and also a lot of animals, and how our biodiversity is well maintained with the help of each and everyone here. Also they were depicting about the sparrows being extinct and seen very less these days. And then we went ahead to see the arthropods. picture of our evaluation. And then they had a big face of this rhinoceros and buffalo. And then these were the droppings, I mean the poop of all the different animals. You can see it's mentioned there about the giraffe and elephant and lot more about the mouse as well. Then there were the skeletons of, this was the tortoise. It's a big head of a tortoise and they were preserved very carefully here. And then the horn of a deer, as well as they had a egg of ostrich, and also they had an egg of a peafowl eggs, which is a species of a peacock basically. Also we have seen this chordata, which includes amphibians and reptiles. And that's it, and then we moved out, and then she was very tired, she couldn't walk even, so we took her to the cafeteria there and we had a lunch. The prices were very nominal, I mean maybe it's a government maintained because of that. So we took a fried rice and a curd rice, even the ice cream, it was very good, but the price was very like good enough. And we saw even the ostrich there. And there was one seal inside even. And then we moved towards the bird section, and they had a lot of birds there. We see a lot of variety of parrots.
यही नहीं आते तुम? हाँ? यही नहीं आते तुम?
नहीं गुस्सा कर रहा है, बोल रहा भैया बाहर आना।
देखो देखो वो क्या खाता है, देखो स्ट्रॉबेरीज खाता है, फ्रूट्स, वेजीज, नट्स, बेरीज, सीड लिखा है ना नीचे। अलेक्जेंड्राइन का क्या ना, इसका टेल बहुत लंबा होता है। टियो टियो। हाँ, इसका रेड है हेड। ऊपर ऊपर बाबू ऊपर। इसका रिंग नेक फिजेंट है, देखो इसका नेक में ऐसा रिंग जैसा है कुछ।
Then we saw these doves. They looked so beautiful. They was just a milky white, very clean and very calm. It looked so beautiful seeing them. And also they had a sprinkler installed in all the separate cages because it's very hot outside. So to keep all the birds cool, instead of putting a fan, and they have kept a sprinkler, and that sprinkler kept on spraying a water over their cage, and it was very cool there for them. And all these birds were of different species, maybe of a parrot. And then we saw this bird with such a big face and a beak. It didn't look good to me, but it is some another. It looked very dangerous actually. Then we saw this another species of bird. It looked beautiful, but maybe he was a bit confused to go up or down and up or down, and he kept on doing that. But it looked beautiful, colorful. Then these were silver fished, and their body looked actually very silverish touch, and they had a face and eyes a bit red, but the body was kind of a silverish, and some water was sprinkled. And then this was another species of a bird, maybe of a parrot, or I'm not sure what exactly to say, combination of a parrot and a peacock. It looked beautiful. This is called a long-tailed finch. Then we saw this white cockatoo. It was all alone, and then we saw the lovebirds.
Bye-bye, come. Bye-bye, come.
Then the another one sitting very calm on the top.
यही लोग करता है. बहुत कलरफुल है, प्यारा प्यारा. बेबी पैरेट जैसा लग रहा है ना.
Then we saw some lovebirds.
ये लोग बहुत लव करते हैं. देखो कितना है उधर. ऊपर भरा पड़ा है, ऊपर देखो.
And this one was playing over the ring. It looked so artificial. It looked so beautiful, like a toy. And then this was another variety of macaw maybe. And then we saw this blue and golden macaw. The two of them maybe fighting with each other or playing. Then on the other part they had a separate section for the reptiles and snakes, and they had a separate ticket for that, but I'm a bit scared of snakes, so we didn't go there. Then we saw a giraffe. So it was I think there was only one, because we could see only one giraffe there, and it was a bit lazy one. He was just standing at one place, but it was a bit huge. Yeah. So that's how we wind up our weekend. It was a bit tiring. Atya enjoyed a lot. It was for the first time she went there. And few more that we captured. And finally we left for the day, and she couldn't even walk. She was so tired, and it was very hard. Do let us know about your experience as well. So like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.